Hey guys, today we're going to be working on more comparing fractions on a number line, and I just wanted to make sure that you were still understanding how to use these slides to compare fractions. This is also called a linear model. Number line or a linear model goes in a line. So on this, we're looking for, just like we did the other day on Monday, is 2/3 greater than 2/8. And this is some big concepts, but I want you to think about this first line. 1, 2, 3 sections. We're going to put the little smiley face on where 2 of the 3 sections is. And then the next line says, is it greater than 2/8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This number line is broken into 8 sections. So I'm going to put my little smiley face on where 2 of the 8 sections would be. We put that right on the line, like we keep talking about an ant walking along and stopping at each of these tick marks. 1, it's where you stop. 2. All right, so is 2/3 greater than 2/8? So think about how far the ant walked. Did he walk further for 2/3 than he did for 2/8? He sure did. So that would be a yes. We move that from the bottom. All right. The next slide, you're doing greater than and less than. This one all has the same denominators. And that's really important to notice that we really don't even need to look at the model. We need to think about some of the things that we've done with area models and with number lines. If you have a candy bar and you broke it into eighths, into 8 pieces, did you eat more if you ate 7 of the 8 pieces or 8 of the 8 pieces? Well, 8 of the 8 pieces is the whole thing. So the alligator eats the bigger number. We would put that right there. This one is really important that you guys look at with me. This is the same numerator. Okay, notice this. 2, 2. 4, 4 in each section, 1, 1. Now, at first you might think, well, gosh, this is kind of confusing because the denominators are all different. So I just want you to think about the size of when we break things into parts. So let's think about this first one. If you're getting 2 parts of that delicious candy bar again, do you want to share it with 6 people or 8 people? Because either way, you're only getting 2 parts. So if you're sharing it with 8 people, you're going to get much smaller parts than if you're sharing it with 6 people. You're getting bigger parts, not much bigger, but a little bit bigger. So you're thinking about the size of the parts. You really don't have to think about what it looks like or draw a model, because do you want, let's see a good example one on here. Oh, this is oh, well, that one's kind of weird because it's none. Maybe we don't want to do this one. If you want to skip that one, that is definitely okay. Here's a good one. Do you want 1/2 or 1/6? This one's great because do you want one pretty big part because you're only sharing it with one other person, or do you want one of the 6 parts where they're getting to be really tiny? So that's one that we can think about. That you're going to get a lot more if you get one of the 2 parts instead of one of the 6 parts. So this one's really challenging, and it's just something to think about. And it's okay. We're just kind of trying to stretch our brains while we're thinking about fractional parts. And again, I would just skip the 0 one right now because I think that's a little out of our comfort zone right now. This is a challenge page. You can choose to do it or not. And this one is that you write your own fraction to make it correct. And I think that this is one that I think you can do this. However, this is a little challenging. So if you're trying to think of write your own fractions to make it correct, 4/6 is less than what? I would right away think, well, 5/6. We could think about the number line model or the area model. And you can change it like that. You might be able to think of different fractions. Some of you that are it's kind of clicking. You can think of some other things as well. All right. I know it's a challenging week on this. And remember, this is just about growing your brains. This is stuff that we're going to have to relook at when we get back to school and in fourth grade. But it's stretching your brain and just thinking about fractional parts. Have a good time. Bye bye.